And we're going to live, and we are live.
Okay. Did I see some more participants join, which would be a good sign? Yes. All right. So we have attendees coming in. Great. Okay. So I would like to call the May 30th, 2023 special meeting of the High Point Regional High School Board of Education to order. If you would, please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It always feels a little awkward virtual.
Yeah.
So the Open Public Meetings Act statement, the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the Augusta, Branchville, and Sussex post offices, and notice sent to the New Jersey Herald, the Sunday Herald, and the clerk of the boroughs of Branchville and Sussex, and the townships of Frankfort, Lafayette, and Orange. Our mission statement: High Point Regional High School, in partnership with staff, family, and community, is dedicated to the quest for individual excellence. By fostering high standards of achievement, we prepare students to become responsible and productive members of a diverse society. I ask for a roll call, please.
Ms. Tadona.
Here.
Mr. Comforth.
Here.
Mr. Carrazza. Ms. Ireland.
Here.
Ms. Balsek.
Here.
Mr. Klein is not here. Ms. Schuman is not here. Ms. Orsi.
Here.
Mr. Dunn.
Here. Did you get a present call by Mr. Carrazza?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here just in case you didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a quorum.
Yes, we have 7.
Excellent. Next, we have the approval of minutes. We have the regular meeting minutes from April 25th, 2023, the executive session minutes from April 25th, 2023, the regular meeting minutes from May 16th, 2023, and the executive meeting minutes of May 16th, 2023. May 16th being the meeting that we did not have a quorum present, correct?
Yes, correct.
So I'll make a motion to approve those minutes. May I have a second?
Second.
Second.
I guess we need a roll call on that.
Ms. Tadona.
Yes.
Mr. Comforth. Mr. Carrazza.
Yes.
Ms. Ireland.
Yes.
Ms. Balsek. Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes, on the April 25th, abstain on May 16th.
Okay. Okay.
They pass, correct?
Yes. Motion carried.
So that brings us to our first public comments of the evening, agenda items only. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, we will open for public comments, agenda items only at this time. Each speaker should state his or her name and address. You'll have 3 minutes to address the board, which will be timed by myself. We will limit this section to no longer than 45 minutes. Please be respectful and mindful that your comments are being recorded And obviously, since we are virtual with this meeting, the only method for submitting comments is virtual. So if you are an attendee that wishes to make a public comment, you can raise your virtual hand and we'll recognize you as a speaker, and you're able to address us at this time.
So I have a list of the attendees and there are no guests who have raised their hand to request to comment.
I concur. Mr. Yardley, I assume you see the same thing, just so that we're triple checking.
Yep, I see the same thing.
Okay. So since no public comments at this time, I'll ask for a motion to close public comments.
Motion.
In a second.
I'll second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Seeing none opposed, we will move to action items, curriculum, instruction, and technology. Ms. Stone, you want to handle this one?
Sure. I just want to note that the faculty attendance rate for the April was 96%. The student attendance rate was 92.7%. We had enclosed the copy of the suspension report. And so we're just noting that those things are there. And then I'd like to move items 4 through 8. Item 4 is the recommendation to approve the harassment, intimidation, and bullying report for the period of April 25th through May 16th, as listed. Number 6 is the recommendation of the superintendent to approve the professional development activities as listed. Number 7 is the recommendation to approve the voter registration law annual statement of assurance. Number 8 is a recommendation to approve a change of dates schedule for the extended school year program. Due to the availability of nursing services, the program will now run Monday through Thursday, July 5th through August 3rd, 2023. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Comforth. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
She gave a thumbs up.
all right. Ms. Palsek,
Yes, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
yes. Ms. Orsi,
Yes.
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Thank you.
Looks like you didn't lose your turn, Mrs. Tadona.
Okay, good. I'd like to move personnel items 1 through 16. Number 1 is the recommendation to approve Ms. Deja Aliu, we're not sure how to pronounce it, completing 20 hours of classroom observations and collaboration between May 17th and June 9th, 2023, as part of her teacher certification program as listed. Number 2 is a recommendation to approve to rescind the appointment of Candace Urbanski as comprehension business teacher as listed. Number 3 is the recommendation to rescind the formerly approved 2022, 2023, and 2023-24 contracts for Margaret Meyer and the issuance of the revised contracts for both 22 and 23 and 23 through 24 as an error was revealed in the accounting of graduate credits as listed. Number 4 is the recommendation to approve April Fick, Melissa Hensley, and Deborah Suter as job coaches for the 23-24 school year as listed. Number 5 is a recommendation to approve Michelle Aluto as library media specialist for the 23-24 school year as listed. 6 is the recommendation to approve Richard Frieda as the substitute teacher, for the remainder of the 22-23 school year. 7 is to approve Christopher Naser as the second shift custodian as listed. Number 8 is the recommendation to approve the following individuals as the 2023 summer custodial workers as listed. Number 9 is the recommendation to approve Cheyenne Finacharo as the guidance counselor for the 23-24 school year as listed. Number 10 is to approve Jamie Noah as payroll and benefits coordinator and administrative assistant and business administrator for the 23-24 school year as listed. Number 11 is a recommendation to approve the following assignments for the 2023 Summer Academy as listed. And number 12 is to, I was going through 16. Okay. Number 12 is the recommendation to approve summer work days for the guidance department and child study team as listed below. Number 13 is the recommendation to approve Natalie DiCarlo as a special ed social studies teacher for the 23-24 school year as listed. Number 14 is a recommendation to approve Timothy Aldrich as a special ed math teacher for this 23-24 school year as listed. Number 15 is the recommendation to approve Christopher Gocklin as the special education science teacher for the 23-24 school year as listed. And number 16 is a recommendation to approve Kara Pagan as a dual certified guidance counselor / SAC for the 23-24 school year as listed. Making a motion, seeking a second on items 1 through 16.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, then if we can have a roll call, please.
Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
Yes.
Ms. Palasek, Ms.
I
Palasek,
didn't hear. Yeah.
Ms. Orsi,
Yes.
Ms. Tadona.
Yes, except for I'd like to abstain on number 9.
Okay. Mr. Comfort. Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion, seek a second on item 17. It's a recommendation by the superintendent of the Board of Education accepts with regret the retirement notification of Kenneth Miller, paraprofessional aide, effective July 1st, 2023. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? I don't know the people. I just always like with retirements to just make a pause.
Yeah, Mr. Ken Miller has been with the district for over a decade. He is beloved by the teachers that he supports. He is an incredible gentleman. Never, ever, just a loving man who's really, really supportive of students and staff, and we're going to miss him.
Thank you.
Well, in his retirement.
Yes. Any other discussion? Okay, then roll call, please.
Ms. Ireland,
Yes.
Ms. Palasek,
Yes.
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd like to move items 18 and 19. It's number 18 is the recommendation by the superintendent that the board approves Kevin Flattier as guidance counselor for the 2023-2024 school year as listed. And number 19 is a recommendation by the superintendent. The board accepts with regret the retirement notification of Nancy White, teacher of English, effective July 1st, 2023. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
If I could, on behalf of the teachers, the administration, the whole school community, Nancy White came here right out of college in the mid-1980s, raised her own family, became part of our family. She's an institution in the 57-year history of High Point. She's dynamic and warm and passionate and truly beloved. So we're all sad that she'll be leaving us and thrilled for her and her family that she's going to move on and hopefully have a great retirement.
Okay,
All
Great.
the best to Mrs. White. Yes.
yes. Roll call, please.
Ms. Palczak,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi,
yes,
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
yes,
Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, I'd like to move items 20 and 21. It's a recommendation by the superintendent to approve Samantha McClurg as a special education social studies teacher for the 24 school year as listed. And then 21 is a recommendation to approve the individuals listed below to work during the extended school year program beginning July 5th through August 3rd, 2023, to be paid as listed. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Orsi,
yes,
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort, Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
yes,
Ms. Palczak,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. So we are now at extracurricular. Mr. Caraza, could you run us through those 5 items? Do you have an agenda available, Mr. Caraza? You want me to run?
No, I have it. So I'm just getting rid of the screen here. Here we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to move items 1 through 5 together. Item 1 is a recommendation to approve a change of date from June 22 to June 29 for the date of physicals by the school doctor. Item 2 is a recommendation that the board accept the resignation of James Aslanian as head marching band advisor. Number 3 is recommendation to accept the resignation of Casey Carroll as assistant marching band advisor. Number 4 is recommended accept the resignation of Todd Danetta as assistant football coach. And number 5 is recommended the board approve the extracurricular appointments for the 23-24 school year as listed in the attachment C1. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
yes,
Ms. Palczak,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi,
yes,
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. I think there is one item under policy. Mrs. Tadona.
Yep. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to move item 1. It's recommended by the superintendent, the Board of Education approves the second reading of the following new policies and regulations. Regulation 6115.01 is federal awards funds internal controls allowability of costs. And then policy 6115.04 federal funds duplication of benefits. Making a motion, seeking a second.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion? Just noting that both of these are mandated, so nothing crazy, but any other discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Comfort. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Ireland,
yes,
Ms. Palczak,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
yes,
Sedona,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. Wonderful. We have no negotiations action items, nor do we have any buildings and grounds action items. So under finance, I'd like to move items 1 through 12 together. Item 1 is a recommendation to accept the report of the board secretary business administrator for April 2023. 2 is a recommendation to accept the report of the treasurer for the month of April 2023. Item 3 is a recommendation to approve the report of transfers and minimum expense transfer report for the month of April 2023. Item 4 is a recommendation to approve for payment the attached schedule of audited bills dated May 16th, 2023. Item 5 is a recommendation to accept the adult education agency account, athletic account, cafeteria account, principal's petty cash account, scholarship account, and student activities reconciliations for the month of April 2023. Item 6 is a recommendation to approve and authorize execution of the School Food Authority vendor contract, SFA to SFA contract with Montague Township School effective July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2023, 24, sorry. Item 7 is a recommendation that the board approves and authorizes fiscal year 23 to 24 food service management company contract with Mascios Food Services, Inc. for a flat management fee of $22,100 based on the estimated total cost of the contract of $324,480.29, and the rest as listed. Item 8 is a recommendation to approve the acceptance of $400 through the Keats Grant Program at Rider University to enhance the curriculum to promote Holocaust and genocide education. Item 9 is a recommendation that the board approves a change of date for the previously approved High Point Junior Hoops Camp put on by Jesse Strell to host a non-affiliated co-ed camp 1st through 4th graders. Now will run July 17th through the 19th. Rest as listed. 10 is a recommendation the board approves and authorizes the execution of an agreement between the Ed Services Commission of Morris County and the High Point School District Board of Education, provide professional support services as needed for the 2022-23 school year. Item 11 is a recommendation to approve the Military Activity Day retroactively on May 24th, 2023, which included a visit from the 10th Mountain Division from Fort Drum, New York. And item 12 is a recommendation that the board approves a revenue sharing check in the amount of $9,294.75 from the New Jersey Association for College Admission Counseling for paid registrations to our college fair. I'll make the motion for those items. May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion or comments on any of those items? Hearing none. Have roll call, please.
Ms. Ireland,
Yes.
Ms. Palsek,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi,
yes,
Ms. Sedona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort. Yes. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. Last set of action items under transportation. Are you able to handle those, Mr. Caraza, 1 through 7?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion, all 1 through 7 at once. Item 1 is a request to approve the quoted contracts for trips for the current school year as listed. Number 2 is a recommendation to approve the joint transportation agreement for the current school year as listed. Number 3 is a recommendation to approve quoted contract for athletic trips for the current school year as listed. Number 4 is a recommendation to approve a joint transportation agreement for the 2023 extended school year as listed. Number 5 is a recommendation to approve renewal of contracts for transportation of students for the 2023 extended school year as listed. Number 6 is a recommendation to approve the renewal of contracts for transportation of students for the 2023 extended school year as listed. And number 7, High Point completed their second annual school bus evacuation drill on Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. And this completes our second bus evacuation requirement for the 2022-2023 school year. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Ms. Palisek,
Yes.
Ms. Orsi,
yes,
Ms. Tadona,
Yes.
Mr. Comfort. Yes. Mr. Caraza,
Yes.
Ms. Arlen,
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. That, I believe, concludes our action items. We now have the opportunity for public to make comments in our second public comment section of the evening. These are not necessarily limited to agenda items. Same rules apply. Please state your name and address. And you'll be timed 3 minutes allowed to make comments, 45 minutes in total. Anyone in our among our attendees that would like to make a public comments, please raise your virtual hand and we will recognize you for public comments. Confirming I see none. Same, Mr. Campbell?
Correct, yep.
Okay. We're not going to prolong this. So may I have a motion to close the second public comments section?
Motion.
In a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so other business, we have our standing item that has nothing populated here. We don't have a general board member comments section, so let's use other business here. I just wanted to remind everyone that we do need to complete, those non-conflicted members anyway, need to complete their superintendent evaluation via the link that was emailed to them. Once your evaluation is complete, I'd ask if you could print that to PDF and then forward it to me, and we'll find a date and time when we can consolidate them into one report that we will be submitting to Dr. Ripley. That has to be done by July 1st, I believe. So, other than that, I think there was an issue with training, Mr. Minkowitz, right? That the training,
It's delayed.
Yes.
Governance 1 was supposed to be available last week. It's not available yet. I check it on at least every other day. I'll check it again tomorrow. As soon as it opens up, I'll sign those up that need to be signed up, and then you have until December 31st to complete the online class.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
And second,
Second.
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for making time out of your
Thank
busy
you.
schedule
Thank you, everyone.
to
Bye-bye.
virtual meeting.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye,
Have a
all.
good night, everyone.